Hey, you all, this is part 2 of understanding the myths surrounding diversity, equity, and inclusion, otherwise known as DEI. First, let's recap. We know that diversity, equity, and inclusion is far greater than just talking about race. It covers your gender biases. It covers socioeconomic status, religion, sexual orientation, handicap. It covers all of that. So I gave you 6 myths. Let's talk about the last 6 myths I came up with. The 7th one is we think that training will just solve everything. You're a corporation and you just bring in a trainer, you sit everybody in a room and you just train them about diversity, equity, inclusion. You think, all right, our company is free from all biases. That's not how it works. You gotta have an ongoing practice, ongoing policies in place to guarantee and to safeguard your employees. The second one is that it's nothing but political correctness. Okay, you have to be politically correct, right? No, DEI is not about avoiding offenses and enforcing political correctness. It aims to create an environment where diverse perspectives and are welcomed and you feel safe. You may be someone who is transgender and you're working around people for the good old boy network and you don't feel safe. You don't feel like your voice is being heard, or you're passed up on promotions because of your sexual orientation or your gender. So it covers more than that. That is my dog acting up, y'all. Forgive me. The third one is diverse teams are difficult to manage. That is a big myth. On the contrary, diversity builds your team because you have so many different perspectives coming in. If you are thinking of, let's say you are an advertising corporation and you got this big contract to do an ad and it's nothing but old white men at the table, but your target audience for this ad is millennials, and you got a bunch of old white men in there. You better get you some diversity. You better get you some women, some blacks, Latinos, all handicapped, transgender, homosexual, everybody, because you want to make this ad amazing for your client. Well, that's how it is in any corporation. You got to have diversity, equity, and inclusion. You just don't need a bunch. We see what happens when a bunch of men get together, a bunch of white men get together. We're losing reproductive rights, women. So again, you must have all positioned around the table. The fourth one is that diversity, equity, and inclusion undermines meritocracy. Meritocracy is basically saying that you have this job not based on your skill level, but on the fact that it's the color of your skin. And again, that is not the case. And let's even say if it was the case that I got the job because I was black, do you really think a boss would keep me if I'm just sitting there like this all day, chilling? I got to be better than what you think I am. I have to still produce. And that's what it includes. It is not based on skin. Stop thinking the lies that you have been told this past election season about DEI hires, and it's nothing but blacks and Latinos. It's women, sexual orientation. It covers disability, religion, socioeconomic status. It covers everybody. The next myth is it's only for big companies. Diversity, equity, inclusion. No. If you want any business, I don't care if it's my real estate brokerage that I have, or if it is ABC Universal, the more diversity you have and inclusion, I promise you, the better your organization. You should want to seek out people different from you. You should even do that with your friendships. I do that even with, I married a man who's totally the polar opposite of me, and I learn a lot from him because he thinks totally different from me. You got to be open. So DEI is not just for these big companies. If you're just a 3-person team, everybody shouldn't always look the same or come from the same background or have the same socioeconomic story or religious belief. You understand? There's nothing wrong with people having common ground, but it's a difference when you are discriminating on those grounds. And the last one is that employees don't want DEI. Well, those who don't want diversity, equity, inclusion do not understand it. Because if you understood it, you will realize that it covers probably you and or your family member. I'm sure many of you have someone handicapped, someone who is homosexual or transgender, someone who is older. Age discrimination is a big deal. So it's not that employees don't want it, it's just that they don't understand it. But once you get it explained to them and the benefit of it, then everybody flourishes. So again, thank you for listening to me, and I will see you all tomorrow. I have another lesson about diversity, equity, inclusion. And it's going to be a fun game we're going to play. All right, talk to you soon. Be blessed. Bye.